Hey everybody, you're gonna hear a lot of noise in the background because both my cats are with me at the moment and they are being super energetic and super playful, and they're currently fighting for possession of their feeding tray and of cardboard boxes, and they've just been a delight this evening. But we are going to do our opening of the Pokemon Halloween Advent Calendar, and then we're going to finish the sides of Ecto 1. It's getting quite close to being completed, and we've still got a few days to go before Halloween, so I think if I get the card done on time, I will pull out my previous adapted mock and we'll do some comparisons and maybe do some improvements together. But let's start with opening the 7th door, which means I just need to move Ecto out of the way so I can slide the box over. And it's quite a big door. I don't know if we're going to get one of the accessories or an actual Pokemon today, so let's see together. Oh, we get a Zubat. We get a Zubat. We don't get a stand for a Zubat, but we do get a Zubat. Is there? I'll check on the boxes later. I remember going into that first dark cave and being so happy to actually get a Zubat. Like, I literally just caught the first Zubat that I found. Didn't realise I'd be getting a little bit tired of them by the time I got to Moon Mountain, but I do have an absolute love of bats, so along with Gengar, Zubat is definitely one of my favourites. I think he's one of the Pokemon who actually gets uglier as he evolves. Golbat, Crobat, they're just never going to be as adorable as little Zubat here. Yeah, I'm going to pop him off to one side. I do hope they don't give you a stand for him as a separate thing. I think that might be a little bit cheap, but I'm quite happy to have a Zubat. Okay, so we have Ecto 1 with the doors, the back fins. I think means we're up to page, there we go, up to page 70. And I'm just going to open up my little coffin section, the park keeper here. And I'm going to need some 2x1 plates and these little hook pieces. I'm going to move the bigger pieces over here. And take out anything I think is going to be useful for this section. think that's going to be everything we need for now. So I need to make 2 of these. So this is one thing I think is really clever. Okay, so that's the short window, then the long window. Okay. So the short window with a 2. That's one side. A short window with the 2. And then the weird hook thing. Then the longer one. And the weird hook thing. Okay. And then the longer one and a grey, and finishing it off with a flat translucent brick. Now I found that one pretty much by luck. Now just crossing my fingers I can find the other one that easily. Because they've got these ones. Oh, I see. So both of those. So I found that one by luck, but it was the wrong piece. And that, hidden in the corner, appears to be the right thing. Okay. Now, I need to go back a few pages because in the manual, those 2 look, that and that look about even. That's because I'm missing a whole step. Which means I've got to pop the seats off, those off. And I don't even remember when these pieces were supposed to go on, but it shows there being 2 little rounded plates in there. Just having a quick look to make sure that there's nothing else that I've missed. Open the doors to make it a bit easier for these to go in. Okay. And then those are on the same level. That looks a lot better. I can close those doors, and these slide in. To those hooks. Okay, if you say so. I have to say, I'm not super impressed with that. But, needs must. Okay. So now we have to go back into the bag. For the very big pieces that were in the first bag we opened up, but we were nowhere near ready for. And we have the front windshield, the back windshield. So it says to do the back windshield first, which gives us there we go. A flat 4x1. And then just 2 round studs to lift those up. And those go onto the back 4 red studs. So that's the rear view. The rear view, what am I talking about? The rear window. The front window goes on there, and then there should be two little frying pan pieces which become the rear view mirrors. There it goes. Again, doing black pieces on such a dark table isn't ideal, but if I got a white sheet down on it, I wouldn't find white pieces. So there are all the windows. I can see that that gives a lot more space in there, but you've got little things like if you open the doors, and if the doors were to stay together, the windows stay in place. I have yet to see a car where that happens. So, sort of feels like all the work's been done to put those hinges in, and then makes it less than usable. Okay, so I know the ladder and these pieces are all for the roof decorations, but I also know that these three are going to be for the roof itself. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to put this piece together. Not put any of the equipment on top quite yet. I think that having got it to the state of being a full car, that should do us for tonight, shouldn't it? Okay, so these 4 little round brown plates, and then these 2. Just going to have a quick look to see. Yeah, none of that really seems to reinforce. So we'll call that all detail, and we will start from page 77 tomorrow. And I think we're only going to have 1 or 2 more of these sessions. Okay, but for now, we're just going to put that on top here, and it pushes down on the 4 studs on the corners. Not happy with how much that lifts up, but that'll be something to look at in the upgrade. But we have a red and white, predominantly white, Cadillac hearse with opening doors, boot and hood. Nothing that screams Ghostbusters yet. I mean, if you saw this, you would know it was Ecto 1, but at the moment, that's just kind of a very cool looking vintage American car. So I guess tomorrow we look at the next few pieces and move into making it spooky. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has dived into these videos, even if you've just joined me for a little bit. I am doing these as a practice to get back behind the camera, where I don't have to do any editing or super special effects on it, and I'm just enjoying playing with the toys, which is something that I've kind of almost forgotten about when I was doing my more traditional reviews. Anyway, Halloween is about a week away now. So if you can stick with me to the rest of these videos, whilst you're still making sure that you're going to have a very good Halloween, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and we will see you again tomorrow.